This morning we are in Belize City. All right. Drew, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Rhonda. I'm doing well, doing well.
You look well.
I am well. What's new with you?
Not much. What's new with you?
We were out earlier this morning, took a drive down through Spanish Lookout.
Yes.
And Spanish Lookout is a really cool place, actually. It's a little Mennonite community. It's almost like a separate little nation of its own, I think.
Yeah, and it is one of the more productive sectors in our country. They produce a lot of poultry and eggs and
It's the breadbasket of
grains.
Belize.
Yes. So we drove through there. They keep everything clean and in order. When you go through there,
Roads
you're
are
like,
nice. So the clips that you see are just driving through Spanish Lookout, and you can see a little bit of the area.
That's right.
It's very beautiful, nice rolling hills, farmland.
That's right. They have that's where all our chicken comes from. Quality poultry products. They're behind there. We have West Track. They're the ones that produce, or they provide us with Lucas oil and different
Don't
oils.
forget the ice cream place.
There's ice cream behind there as well. There is John Deere tractor behind there. A lot of the farming equipment you can get from Spanish Lookout. And you can stop in and check out West Track because they are the ones that are the agent for John Deere. All right, so what's new with you, my friend?
Very good. Not much. I just been working on my little project there in San Pedro. We've had shocking weather here in Belize. This is like the coldest I can recall it being. Everybody's running around in coats and hats, and it's like still over 60. It's nice.
60.
It's nice.
It's cool.
It's nice.
All right? It's freezing.
I don't think so. The ocean's still fluid.
All right, so any matters you want to discuss?
No,
You sure?
I'm sure.
All
I
right.
am sure. What is this? January, February's coming up. Will Carnival be coming around in San Pedro?
Yes.
It's always fun.
Ruta Maya is coming up here. You're going to be seeing it on Channel 7 as you normally can see it. You'll be seeing it on One Caribbean as well. We'll be streaming it live for you. We'll be sharing the information as the time comes a little bit closer, so we encourage you to stay tuned. Keep your eyes open. Start looking for, your spot along the river for that long Ruta Maya weekend.
There you go. There you go. Oh. This Sunday, come take your shot at me. I will be appearing once again at the poker tournament here in Belize City at the Big Slick Poker Room. And as I was the winner for the last tournament, there will be a $500 bounty on me. So come take your shot at me, take your shot at winning a trip to Vegas and competing with the big boys.
I have a question. If you were to win again, then what happens? Then you sell your slot?
This year you are able to sell the package.
So if you win twice, obviously there's only one of you, so
Right.
you'll get.
So I would sell the other one.
Or you can give it away as a gift.
No, I wouldn't give it away.
That's just like you. There is no heart inside of you, man. Come on, have a little heart.
Can't give it away.
Why?
Because cost me money to get in.
Anyway, it's time to jump into
Anyway,
People's Matters.
come out. If you're a poker player, come out. It's going to be 2 days. Saturday and Sunday starts at 4 o'clock. And it's a very good time. Good tournament. Free drinks, snacks. Come on out.
That's right. Well, let's jump into other people's matters. Seems like Drew doesn't have any matter this morning, and I certainly don't have any matter that needs to be discussed on here. So, my son keeps falling back on doing his chores, especially if it's my fiance giving him them to do, and continuously, even when punished over and over again. My fiance says that he will leave. He can't take it no more because he speaks to my son more than he whip him. I'm confused. We've been together for 5 years and have 2 children. This is a matter from St. Vincent.
How old is the child?
I don't know. The child, I would imagine, is before. The child is, I would imagine, is not his child.
Oh, that's what she said.
Yeah. But she's with him for 5 years and she has 2 children. I don't know if the children that she have are his or not.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with how old the child is. A teenager is going to be rebellious like that anyway, I think. So, I don't know. I can't imagine the fiance leaving over the disciplinary problems with the child. You know, you put a little music on and Rhonda just can't stay focused.
You know, there's something about soca. But anyway, if he's been with you, if you've been together for 5 years, that means the child has been in his life for 5 years. I'll tell you something, we all have children, or most of us have children, and even our own children, like Drew said, are rebellious. They don't want to do the dishes, they don't want to make their beds, and whipping, in my opinion, is not the answer. I don't believe in beating your children.
I think each child takes
They've tried
a customized approach.
They've tried that, it's not working for them. I think that we have to examine ourselves as parents and see how we are treating the children and how we're training the children. Our children are not animals, and we can't only bark orders at them when the need arises. We have to love them up. Maybe what is happening is that this child is not feeling the love. Maybe he or she is, well, he is a son, is feeling like a convenience in the home more than a son and a part of the family.
That's true. It can be feeling like a slave.
Like a slave, like, oh, you're not my father anyway, and you just come and bark out these orders, and you're not kind to me during the course of the day, and you're not loving, and you're not sharing with me, so I am not going to do it. And you can cry cooking oil. If he doesn't want to do it, then it will become worse and worse. I say, sprinkle him with a little love. Both of you, treat him with a little kindness. Sit him down and find out what is going on in his head. You know, because if he is rebellious in this way, then he might not be doing so good at school, and he might be rebellious in other ways. So
true.
You might need a little counseling for this child to bring him in. But in the same time, you have to do what is right for your family. And if you, from the sound of this to me, this man is not necessarily the best man. Because no man that means his family any good is going to say, I'm going to leave you after 5 years if your son don't come together.
Right. That's out of your control.
So it shows me that there is something missing in the family. You, in my opinion, are nervous to lose him, so you want to please him. And he doesn't care too much, because if things are not his way, then he will hit the road. So you have to examine your role as parent in this home and the examples that you're setting for this child. All right, your children are your priority. The man, he can come and go if he wants, but you have to sit down and see what is best for this child and start getting it done.
That's right. That's right. And maybe try a reward system instead of a punishment. Try giving him, you know, start out small and give him $5 or $1 for cleaning his room, for example, or
something.
Washing the dishes. Find out what motivates him.
I say talk to him. A little love. You get every child with a little love. I am from Karakou. I have 3 years and I've stopped loving women. I love myself. I spend all my money on me. Well, good for you.
Sometimes that's easier.
Good morning. I am confused about 2 exes as to which one I should be with. I wish I could merge them together. They both still say that they want to be with me. To be honest, I was the one that messed it up in the relationship. I tried starting new with someone else, but it never works because I guess these guys, because I don't think I gave these guys the love and respect they deserve. One is controlling and the other one is bothered by my past. This is a text from Belize.
How would you handle that one?
You are doing yourself an injustice. You're doing yourself an injustice because these 2 guys they're gone for whatever reason it is that they're gone. You're not even telling me that you're interested in one man. You're telling me that you're interested in 2 men and you don't know which one of them to choose, but yet you have a third one that's possibly talking up to you. When you find yourself in this position, you need to examine yourself. Why do you feel you need to be with any of these boys? Why don't you step back from all the guys, work on you, figure out what works for you, and then you go from there. You don't, I say this all the time, you don't have to have a man. He's not like clothes that you have to put on or food that you have to eat.
That's right. Have your own life in order.
Get yourself in order. And then when you get yourself in order, the right people will be drawn to you. Leave that confusion should, as of today, hopefully that confusion will be no more, because you're going to say to yourself, this is unnecessary.
Yeah. But whatever happens is it continues the way it is, it's not going to end well.
Leave them all alone.
Better it end on your timing than somebody else's.
Because end it will. Good morning. Married for 12 years. No, and my husband, I guess supposed to be now, and my husband is a change man. He doesn't give me money anymore. If we go to the groceries, he pays for the stuff. If I talk to the neighbor, he has a problem. When I have him his food, I have to give him something to drink. I guess when you give him his food, you have to give him something to drink. And if I don't, he gets up and starts to curse me in front of our 2 children. This is a Trini matter.
Huh. I don't know what the customs are in Trini, but sounds like there's a deeper issue, and he's taking it out on you.
But he's taking it out on you because you're allowing it.
True.
You are tolerating it. And I said this earlier, he could cry cooking oil. If he get up and cuss because he is not being served the way he wants to be served, every day he would
Tell
cuss.
him to get a slave.
He would have to cuss every day.
Or a servant.
And I say that because you people should not expect to be treated kindly if they're treating you inhumane. You are paying him for treating you bad. You know, it's like you are I want to say you are paying him for treating you bad. You can't compensate a man or a woman for
I think all you
bad.
can do is the best you can, and don't worry about it. If it's not good enough for him, I think it's an issue that he needs to work out.
You need to sit down with this man, hopefully for the last time, to have this kind of conversation. You sit down with him and you say, look, these are the things I don't like. You can tell me the things that you don't like. In the middle, we're going to strike a compromise, because you have to find a way to fix it. Give him the opportunity to tell you the things that he doesn't like and how he would want them changed or done differently. Right? You do the same for him or with him. In the middle there, you will strike a compromise, because some of the things that he will say might be outrageous. Some of the things that you might say might be outrageous. But you need to strike a compromise.
Like I say, I think there's a deeper issue. That's what you got to talk about and find out what's really bothering him.
He won't tell you? Good morning. I live with my girl for the past 2 years. There is no good communication between us. Every time I have to be the one to say everything first, like good morning and I love you, she is never going to say anything to me. But when she is with her friends, you can hear her voice all over the world. She will never come to me if something is wrong with her. What am I to do?
I don't know. Maybe she just doesn't feel that trusting or close to you. Or that comfortable. How old's the relationship?
2 years.
Well, she isn't by now. I don't know if she will be.
You need to ask her, what is the problem? Why is she the way she is? Because a lot of time when people don't approach us, when we're in a relationship and the other person or ourselves does not communicate well with our partner, it could be that we don't know how to communicate, but I believe that you believe that she knows how to communicate. But it could also be
she just doesn't.
That she doesn't value the relationship the way you value the relationship. So you have to sit down and be clear with her. You have to sit down and have the conversation and say, look, this is what I would expect from a relationship, and then she hopefully will tell you what she expects from a relationship, and then you can go from there. Far too often people get into relationships and nobody discuss what it is that they expect from their partner. So they expect their partner to know. We're not psychics, we can't read your mind. So sit down and have the conversation with her. Don't blame her. Just ask her. Ask her for what you want. Don't say, well, you know, I noticed that when you're there with Jane, you're really loud, and when you're home, you can't even open your mouth. Because then that puts her on the defense. Ask her for what you want from her. She might give it to you. You okay?
I'm okay.
Need a little coffee?
I could use some coffee.
Yeah, you want to take a break and
I
then...
should go get me some coffee.
You see that Trini man that have problem with his wife for 12 years or whatever?
Why you bring me out to work, you don't bring coffee?
Yeah? I am not her. I am not her. I am so not her. Okay?
Okay.
Something wrong with your hand and foot?
It's not my job.
It's not your job to feed yourself? On that note, we're going to take a break and be back.
Right from Belize City at BTL Park.
Aeropost is now making shopping easier and much more convenient. You can now shop from the comfort of your own home and have your goods delivered to you with no additional cost in as little as 7 working days. No credit card? No problem. Come on down to our office at number 1 Map Street in Belize City and we will assist you with your shopping. No order too small or large for us to ship. Be it cell phone, TV, jewelry, shoes, or clothing, we have exactly what you're looking for. At Aeropost, your favorite shopping spot is only 1 click away. Aeropost, you shop, we ship, we deliver. Give us a call at 223-4349 or visit us at number 1 Map Street in Belize City.
After you pick the place, pick up a great deal at Alamo on all kinds of vehicles for every vacation, because everyone loves a little getaway and big savings. Alamo.
The Ramada Belize City Princess is the entertainment capital of Belize. We are the safest, most comfortable place to entertain the entire family. If you choose to try your luck at a little gaming, the casino is there for you. We also have entertainment for the children in our game room. Our theater is always showing the latest in movies. Come try our lunch buffet, where every day offers a different special. There is a pool along with a fitness center available for your convenience. When you think of class and comfort, think of the Ramada Belize City Princess. Come, let us treat you like royalty.
With the high cost of fuel these days, every fill-up can be a curiously scary experience. Rising gas prices have transformed to the point where it feels like it can cost you the shirt off your back. That's why we created Lucas fuel-saving motor oils. Their special additives increase compression and minimize friction, improving fuel mileage. With Lucas, you'll keep from losing your shirt, or even worse.
We've been working with Hummingbird for about 3.5 years, and since the beginning of the relationship, we've been very impressed with the quality of their work and their professionalism. They provide great service. They're very easy to work with, which is really nice. And if anything ever happens and the furniture needs to be repaired or fixed, they're great about sending service people out here. We've gotten great feedback from the buyers of our condos about the quality of the couches we use and the chairs we use. And I could highly recommend working with them in the future.
You're tuned into this morning show, and Rhonda's here to let you know it matters. Morning matters. You'll face today with confidence. She'll never leave you in suspense. The answer's coming. Morning matters. Now come on, Rhonda, we're all tuned in to hear you reason with our questioning. What's the matter? Morning Matters.
Welcome back to Morning Matters. We are right here in Belize City at BTL Park once again, also known as Lindbergh's Landing, right? Charles Lindbergh landed here many moons ago. Okay, enough of the soca. I don't think they can hear that. I don't think the mics are picking it
They're
up.
missing it if they can't hear it. This one is from, I don't know where it's from. Let me see if I read it on my thing. It says, Rhonda, I like listening to your show. You're just on the point. Are you Jamaican? You sound like a Jamaican. I'm not Jamaican. I'm Belizean. All right? From Central America.
That's a shrill. You sent that one yourself.
No.
You sure?
From country code 721. I have a wife. I told her whenever you are going out of the house to let me know where you are going. This means if anything happens, I would know where to find you.
Sounds
What
reasonable.
do you think?
I think that's reasonable.
I think that's common sense.
Anybody that's living in the same household, you should let them know where you're going, at least a rough itinerary, and what time you'll be back.
It's common courtesy.
It is, so nobody
know,
worries about you.
I think that's a good idea. I mean,
There
if
are
your
emergencies that occur too.
If the police come to your house, something happened to your wife, and the police come to your house and say, where your wife set Iguane, and you say you don't know, they'll lock you up because they're thinking a lie. He must have done something to her if he don't know. She need for at least do that. This is a long one, boy. I think you should read this one. It's a very long one.
Oh, jeez. I don't know if that's big enough print for me.
All right, go there.
Good day. I'm married for the past 9 years. My husband and I was going fine, but complain of being tired, and if he do take me out, he don't want to hold his hands. Don't want me to hold his hands. When confronted him about it, he would say, I like to curse too much. Well, you need to stop your curse. I decided to go to church and change. Things didn't get better. He have stopped having sex with me only if he want, and when I need, he would say he's very tired. This went on our months only every 3 or 4 months. Then he would advance me so I would crave and want more, and he would say, nah, I good, and get up and go.
Go on.
You sent this one in.
Me?
I was hurting so bad I didn't know what to do. I didn't express my trouble to no one around me. 3 years have passed and no sex. He don't even remember my birthday or anniversary. He only remember his birthday and would ask what I getting for my birthday. I get nothing unless I quarrel with him. Last Christmas I bought a gift for everyone. I was the only one that didn't receive a gift. That's too bad. I was so hurt, he then went to buy me something and bring it home in a plastic bag and say to me, I'll buy something for you. I ain't know if you would it. I say thank you. I ain't know if you, anyway. We have no family time again, no love flowing. I met a friend from a long way back, and now, oh geez, here we go. You know, he's so bad, he's so bad, he's so bad. Oh, I met this man now, he's really nice. I met a friend from a long way back, and now I'm fornicating, and I am trying to stop, and I can't, don't matter how I try, because he is showing me love, and my husband doesn't. It is 3 years I haven't have any sex, and it's hurting me to do this on the outside. I need your help. I prefer to stay anonymous. Can you give me some advice? She's fornicating, but she hasn't had sex in 3 years. I'm not sure I understand that.
She hasn't had sex with her husband
With
in
her
3
husband.
years. There's a lot happening here. The same way you are fornicating, I believe that your husband is fornicating.
Hey, don't be throwing stones.
You know one thing about me? I have common sense. All right?
You haven't even talked to him. This is just her opinion. She embellished the whole thing so she can justify her fornicating.
You know what?
Now, why do you always stick up for the woman?
No, I don't stick up for anybody. I stick up
Jeez.
for principle. Both of them right now have no principle. Right?
I don't know.
No.
It's hard to say.
I've read enough morning matters to have a pretty good idea of what's happening in the world.
Well, you get things a little twisted sometimes.
Maybe, maybe not. But this is my opinion. I'm going to share it. You sit back and listen to it if you want.
Go ahead.
I believe that the first thing you need to do is stop messing with the other guy. Because when you're not getting something in your home, anything on the outside seems good, because anything better than nothing in your mind at that time. So you have to stop that. That is not getting you to your end goal. I would imagine that you want your relationship to be back to where it was 10 years ago or 5 years ago, whatever the case is. So for you to do that, go out and find somebody else is not going to draw you closer to your end goal. In life, when you have first of all, you have to recognize what your goals are. And if whatever you are doing is not getting you closer to it, it is drawing you further away from it. Leave the man alone. The next thing is you have to go to your husband and ask him if he wants to counsel this relationship, because by the same way you are fornicating, like I said earlier, possibilities are that he might, or both of you not having sex and both of you suffering. Nobody should be suffering in a marriage. A marriage without intimacy is like a friendship. You don't need to be married to him to share that. While your marriage is not built on sex, it is a part of your marriage. And especially if one person wants it, then that person should be satisfied. That is the duty of your husband or the wife. To you, that is just how it is. Sit down with this man and find out if he wants to counsel this relationship back to strength. If he doesn't want to counsel this relationship back to strength and he has no interest in making it better, then you have to figure out what you will do for you. And you might have to pack your traps and leave, or he's got to pack his traps and leave. Because while it's not ideal to break up your marriage, you don't have a marriage at this point in time. You are living a lie.
I don't know about a lie.
It is a lie.
It's not a lie.
What is it?
They're roommates.
They're roommates, but she's bleeding on the inside.
But I understand, and I think you've lost the intimacy and the fire that you once had, obviously, when you were younger. But counseling may help, but it takes two to build that back up, and you've got to sit down and find out what he wants to do with it, and just put it on the table that this isn't working. It's not working for me, and he's not happy, and either you guys find that fire and that excitement, that intimacy that you once had, or maybe it's time to go your own ways. But yeah, cut out the other guy.
Cut him out. That's a distraction you don't need.
That's just going to cause more problems, and it'll just hinder you getting back together.
Of course, you can't move forward with that kind of behavior.
But let him know either we're going to fix this or we both need to move on.
Good morning. I am pregnant for my man, but he doesn't live with me, and he keeps on going out with other women. What am I to do?
It doesn't sound like he's your man.
I was going to say the same thing.
But it's kind of, I tend to think a lot of women have that mentality of, if I'm carrying his baby, he's my man.
Well, boy, is she carrying the baby?
Yeah.
Does that mean?
Guess what?
That mean that he's your baby father?
Yeah.
And if he's your baby father, then that's one thing. You might think that he is your man. I don't know what the discussions are that you have, but at the end of the day, if he's not behaving like your man and treating you like he is your man, then he is not your man. He is a man that you're carrying a child for. We can't control other people. So a lot of us have a hard time controlling ourselves. So you have to figure out what you will do for you. You will sit down with this man, and I know I've been saying that from morning, sit down and talk, because I like talk. I like sit down and talk. Yes.
Cool.
I like have discussion. I like to be clear. I like to communicate in a language that my partner will understand. So if things get out of hand, he can't say I never say. I will ask, I will tell him, I will communicate with him in a language that I think he understands. If he's not understanding me, hopefully he will say to me, well, you know, honey, I'm not understanding you. I say, what language you speak? And I will look it up. Thanks to Google, I can just fix that. But you sit down with him and you communicate what it is that you want from him. If he will say to you, like, because sometimes we get it wrong, he might say, but Mary Jane, I never tell you that you're my exclusive woman. I tell you I like you. I tell you I have interest in you. But that I didn't tell you that I will see you alone.
It's your fault you got pregnant.
Well, you know, we didn't.
Of course, he could have said we should have a baby together.
A lot of men say that. A lot of men. I don't know what it is. It's the first thing they say. It's a courting line. Well, you know, we look good if we have a child together. They don't ask about marriage. They're not trying to build a house. They're not trying to build a business. They want to knock you up like we were.
That must be in their dating 101 schooling.
I have heard it so many times that I'm thinking, really?
That's the best you can do?
You understand me? Boy, stop talking to me. Right? And
you can have a baby with anybody.
Of course. But a lot of women fall for it because when a woman say that she will have a child for you, it's because she wants a family. When a man say he wants to have a child for you, he just want to plant a seed. A lot of guys are just saying, I just want to plant a seed.
True.
You know? So I have to say that, sit down with this guy and figure out what it is what kind of relationship you have. If the relationship that you thought you had and the one that you actually have are two different relationships, then you have to figure out how you want to deal with it. Right?
Okay, right.
You have to figure out how you want to deal with it. But in the meantime, you're the carry one child, you need to be calm and peaceful. I have a really nice guy. We lived together for a couple months now, but I think that he still is in love with his ex. I don't think that he's cheating because he doesn't give me any reason to think so. But he talks about her a lot. What am I to do?
Why would you be living with a guy if he's still got hang-ups?
Maybe yes, maybe no. And I'll tell you why. Maybe you think that he's in love. If that is the only reason you think that he's in love with her, you might be wrong. While he might mention her a lot, you have to pay attention to what he says about her. Talking about somebody or bringing up somebody is completely different from what you're saying about them. You can talk about somebody and say, well, Mary Jane was a wench, she was a really, really terrible woman, I can't stand her, I can't believe she did this to me.
That's okay for the first couple days. Why would it still be going on?
People are different. Different people are different. But until you
just remember, you may be that next ex-girlfriend that he's rattling on about.
And the next thing might be is that you might entertain him. People don't talk if they don't get response.
Watch your own response when that happens.
Exactly. If
it comes to a point where you just have to ignore it. If he starts repeating himself, just ignore it and change the topic. Go on to something else.
Look, Tom
Hopefully
Jones,
he'll get the point.
Tom Jones, I don't want to hear about Jane no more. I'm done. If you have something to say about Jane, let this be the last day. Let's talk about Jane all day today.
Get it out your system.
But you have to talk to him because he might even realize what he's doing. I've been in that place and I said, look, I can explain something to you. You say, Jane, I don't want to hear about she no more. If you have something to say about Jane, you say today. Today is Jane's day. All right? I don't want to hear Jane mentioned again unless it's really necessary.
Good point.
But if you, as the person that's taking it, don't say nothing, he's probably oblivious to the fact.
It could be he just has nothing else to talk about.
Maybe he was with Jane for 30 years.
I doubt that, but...
Morning, I have two guys in my life. One I live with, and the one on the side is the one I love. He's... What? Morning, I have two guys in my life. One I live with and one on the side. The one I live with is so verbally abusive, and the one outside, he wants me, but he doesn't want to commit himself to me. What am I to do? Leave both of these boys alone. One abusing you and the other one will abuse you if you give him the time.
Oh, don't say that.
Abuse come in different forms.
He just says he doesn't want a commitment. There's nothing wrong with that.
True. Fine, I take it back.
And all of a sudden, he's a bad guy too. Jeez, you sound scorned.
No, I am not scorned, but I always say this. They are both bad guys in their own respect.
No, how can you say that? She's living with a guy and he's just seeing her because he's not making a commitment, and she wants to know that she can get a home plate before she takes her foot off third base.
Three of them have issues. The one that is...
Anyway,
your left leg. Anyway.
She doesn't need to cut the other guy out.
Which
one? The one that she's seeing on the side. Just the one that she's living with that's verbally abusing her.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
You believe this?
He's probably a great guy. He's a professional. He's out just
He's a great guy with no
once in a while.
morals.
How do you say that?
How you date one woman who got one man and you know you have one man? If he is willing to play with you...
And that's probably why he doesn't want to commit, because he knows you're going to sleep around on him.
He will sleep around on you too.
So maybe she's the bad one here.
I'm saying that three of them have issues. They're not bad people. They're just not good together.
Ay,
your foot. Sure. The one that
Anyway, clean up your act. Get rid of the abuser and clean it up.
Get rid of the abuser, get rid of the man you're seeing on the side, and pay attention to yourself. When you as a person find yourself in these situations, it's not the other people, believe me. It is you. It is a choice that you continue to make. It's the
And
life
what you
that
tolerate.
you continue to live. It's what you continue to let be a part of your existence. Let them all go. You don't need none of them. Right now, you're merely existing. And kind of like what Drew said, you're hoping to leave this one, but you want to make sure that your foot is in a little line
Yeah.
here. You're okay on your
Make sure
own.
you have another house to move in. That's probably what she asked him. Well, me and you get along. I could move in with you. And he says, no, I don't want to commit like that.
That's okay. That means
Because he
he's
doesn't
you.
want her out slipping around on him.
But not only that, the people that are in our lives are the people that we enter into our life. They're not forced them way. We have to enter them for them to be there. She needs to lock the door on both of them and pay attention to her. Because if it's not the man you're seeing on the side and it's not the man that you're living with, it will be two other people that mirrors their behavior. Because the only consistent person in this is you. You are the only common denominator. You will move on with the same issues to your next relationship until you settle your soul and fix yourself.
True.
Morning, I'm married for 20 years and we separate. He have a young lady that can pass for his daughter and he blames that I was the one that caused him to cheat. Because I cheated on him.
Well,
Wait.
everybody's actions are their own result of their own decisions. So I don't take that blame. He probably looked at that as an excuse to go out, but don't blame yourself for it. Obviously, you had your reasons for your indiscretions, but his indiscretion can't be because you did.
Yeah. I couldn't agree with you more. That is like saying, I will steal now because somebody broke into my house and stole my TV, so I'll break into somebody else's house and steal their TV. If you're not a thief, you're not going to do that.
Right.
So it's not, while you made a bad decision, him making a bad decision is not your responsibility. On that note, we're going to take a break and come back with our third and final segment.
We've been working with Hummingbird for about 3.5 years, and since the beginning of the relationship, we've been very impressed with the quality of their work and their professionalism. They provide great service. They're very easy to work with, which is really nice. And if anything ever happens and the furniture needs to be repaired or fixed, they're great about sending service people out here. We've gotten great feedback from the buyers of our condos about the quality of the couches we use and the chairs we use, and I could highly recommend working with them in the future.
Seaboard Marine, a leader in ocean transportation, is now offering services to Belize. Offering the fastest and most reliable transit to Belize, Seaboard Marine is the #1 choice for shipping. We offer shipping of less than container loads, such as boxes, barrels, and chilled cargo, full, dry, and refrigerated containers, project cargo, heavy and special equipment, vehicles, and more. We have sailings from Canada, Houston, New Orleans, Miami, the Caribbean, Central and South America. Seaboard Marine offers the most competitive rates with a fast and dependable shipping schedule, excellent customer service, and a convenient location with plenty of parking. Visit our office, website, or call us for more information.
With the high cost of fuel these days, every fill-up can be a curiously scary experience. Rising gas prices have transformed to the point where it feels like it can cost you the shirt off your back. That's why we created Lucas fuel-saving motor oils. Their special additives increase compression and minimize friction, improving fuel mileage. With Lucas, you'll keep from losing your shirt, or even worse.
Introducing to Belize, Italy's finest, Pietro Coricelli's extra virgin olive oil and pastas. Pietro Coricelli, a passion for genuine tastes handed down from generation to generation. An Italian tradition for over 75 years. Pietro Corricelli offers a wide range of olive oils that suit all tastes and are ideal for every meal. They add flavor to everyday dishes and on important occasions, always offering the highest quality. Our world-renowned flavorful pastas include spaghetti, fettuccine, penne rigate, fusilli and tortiglioni. Pietro Corricelli, we bring our flavor to the world, unique like our Italian land and our family. Exclusively distributed by Resinos Imports Limited, 57 Benqueviejo Road, San Ignacio, Cayo.
New Buildings Limited is the company of choice when it comes to design, fabricating, and erection of wide-span metal buildings in Belize. At New Buildings, we have a team of well-trained professionals that can produce the most innovative and durable metal structures. Be it domestic or industrial buildings, we can get it done for you. We have put together some of the most outstanding metal structures in the country. We also do estimates and consulting. Visit New Buildings in Spanish Lookout or give them a call at 631-8723 or 610-5185. New Buildings Limited, the experts when it comes to metal structures in Belize.
After you pick the place, pick up a great deal at Alamo on all kinds of vehicles for every vacation, because everyone loves a little getaway and big savings. Alamo.
You're tuned into this morning show, and Rhonda's here to let you know it matters. Morning matters. You'll face today with confidence. She'll never leave you in suspense. The answer's coming. Morning matters. Now come on, Rhonda, we're all tuned in to hear you reason without questioning what's the matter. Morning matters.
Good morning and welcome back to the third and final segment of Morning Matters right here from BTL Park. Drew, how you doing?
Really well, Rhonda. How are you?
You know, sometimes you throw me after that what we say in a Creole. The stuff you come up with, I wonder if you actually believe that or you're sending for entertainment purposes.
My reason for being here is just to light a fire under you.
Well, you need to quit. I want to live to see 100.
Yes.
At the rate you're going, you're going to kill me off by 65.
You'll be there. You'll be there. Ordinary people live forever. You will be around a long time. You know, we got a few messages that people are wondering where this show is from, and we are based out of Belize, and we travel around Belize, we travel around the Caribbean, sometimes the States. So we'll try to announce where the setting is, but the production is basically based out of Belize. It's a wonderful little English-speaking country.
With wonderful little people.
And one ordinary one.
Don't say that about yourself. Okay?
Yes, yes, yes. And as a reminder, if you're a poker player, come down to the Big Slick Poker Room at the Princess Hotel.
Let me tell you what to
this
do.
weekend, Saturday and Sunday, tournament at 4 o'clock.
You see this nice shirt that Drew is wearing? Creative Marketing, they're the ones that put it together. So if you're looking for promotional items, hats, banners, t-shirts, shirts, anything that you want where promotions are concerned, Creative Marketing is the company. You can look them up online, you can look them up on Facebook, you can look them up in the directory, but look for Creative Marketing. Please, Rhonda, tell me why I just don't know how to pick my partners. I change 4. And 4 of them, the womanizer. Please advise me. At 53. Well, I'd push 40. And I say that to say, by now you should have known better.
At 53, I would think you could pick them out by now.
If you keep putting your hand in garbage, in a garbage dump, chances are the only thing you will get is garbage. Shop somewhere else. If you go to the fish market, you're gonna find fish. You don't find steak there.
Where do you find a womanizer?
You know the park she look. You need to change your environment. You need to change your choice setting. All right? It's basic common sense. Look for a different kind of guy. You know, some people say, well, this time I kind of tall, dark, and handsome. And okay, if you have education, job, courtesy, morals, nothing. As long as it fit that tall, dark, and handsome, he won't get in the relationship with you. No, you have to look your value system have to change, adjust it. And another thing that happens a lot of time is that people allow other people to choose them. They don't choose.
Right.
So if you are 53 and you're looking hot, and a 30-year-old boy come up to you and start saying the right thing, he choose you, and you just fall in. You don't say no. You don't say thanks but no thank you. You have that right. You can say thanks but no thank you. You're not an item on a shelf that anybody with the right price can go and pick up.
Because somebody likes you or says they love you doesn't mean you have to like them or love them back.
Thank you. No, you're not an item on a shelf. You are somebody. You have a mind. You can think. Use it.
Absolutely.
Sometimes a little no helps you. Practice it. No.
Yes.
I know why. Boy, stop talk to me. Good morning. Can you please tell me what kind of training? Oh, that one is gone already. I have this girl and she says that she's in love with me. She is my daughter's... What? She's my daughter's best friend. She's only 18 and I am 40 and single. What am I to do?
Leave her alone. It's your daughter's friend.
Why you not go inside of your home? First of all, why you not just... We want to tell you to do to yourself. That's not the best thing. I think that you need to check yourself. I mean, if you are 40 and you have a child that's 18 and you're looking at another 18-year-old.
No, wait. He didn't say he was interested. He just wanted to know how to handle the situation.
Hey, make I tell you something?
You need to just avoid being around her.
Hey, make I tell you something that...
Eventually she'll find a boyfriend and forget about you.
No. For a girl that is 18 to come and use the words that I'm in love with you, they have to be talking, unless she's crazy. He is entertaining this to some degree. If he was in sober thinking, he would have known exactly what to do.
You don't know. She might have grown up fatherless, and he takes his daughter and her friends out, and he's a great dad, and does all the things, and the girl fell in love with him because she misses a father figure.
If he was a great dad, he would know what to do.
Why do you think the worst of all these men?
If he was a great dad, he would know what to do. He's not a great person.
You don't know that.
No, I don't.
He doesn't want to hurt her. He doesn't want to
hurt her.
And he doesn't want to alienate her from her daughter's life, his daughter's life.
Obviously, he speaks English. He wrote a proper English sentence here. He can talk to her in English. You have common sense.
Maybe she don't speak English.
Leave her alone and leave all the other 18-year-olds alone, okay? Start to play and fight in your own weight class. What? Shake your head if you want.
I never saw this in you before.
What?
I guess I just let it go all the time.
What?
That you always assume the worst in the men.
I don't assume the worst in anybody. I am practical. If the text come in and say something that is... You know what? The other day I was talking to a man. He's my age. And he too has an 18-year-old daughter. And he was messing with a girl that is 18. I said, I can't deal with this, brother. I said, boy, you have to stop that. You don't have no value. He's like, and I'm like, you know what? You either stop that or I stop dealing with you, because I can't allow myself to deal with you and your craziness like that. I can't come to a setting or anything and you bring this child in this house and I must just sit down and be peaceful with it. It can't happen. So if you don't want to spoil our friendship, you stop it or you don't bring this girl around. Because I will call her mother, whoever her mother is.
She's 18, she's an adult.
Her mother needs to know that she's allowed, that this is happening. I would be annoyed. Because parents probably don't know these things and people assume that parents know these things.
That's up to the 18-year-old to tell her mother.
The 18-year-old, I'm sure, still lives with her mother.
How do you know? Do you know that for a fact?
I know that for a fact.
No, you don't.
I do.
Why'd you say probably?
Because I don't want to be too specific, but I know for a fact.
Sure.
Right? I don't know the 18-year-old. I know the story of the 18-year-old. I said to him, if I ever see this 18-year-old, I will call her mother, because you are abusive. Even though she's 18, you are abusive. You should know better, Avex.
Sure. So what, if she was 22, would it be okay?
Maybe.
What about 21?
No. It annoys you when
you just make the decisions for everybody. Maybe that's okay.
I'll tell you one thing.
You know, you got to assume that their parents raised them right, and yeah, when they get 18, they can make their own decisions.
She's not making good ones.
Well, then that's something she has to learn.
And he's not making good ones. I have been married for 17 years and separated over a year. My husband said that he wants me back, but refuses to make any contribution to the mortgage and continues to talk lies about me. I already told him to move on with his life and leave me alone. We have 2 children together. Recently, he used obscene language to the 15-year-old on the phone. What do you think?
I think you got to quit entertaining him. You've made your decision, and don't even leave it on the table. You talk about the kids, and that's it.
Okay, she goes on to say that he's been cheating several times before and had a child outside of the marriage, and now he has another one. Our house and the mortgage is joint, but he hasn't been making any payments, and he wants to remove himself from the mortgage. It was suggested that he totally transfer the house to the wife since he hasn't been paying. It's the only way he can remove himself from the loan, but he refused.
Oh, he wants all the asset and none of the liability. Don't do it. Don't allow it to happen. The problem is eventually the mortgage will be paid off and he will get half the house.
No.
Yes, he will.
Well, what she needs to do now that the mortgage is not paid off yet is to file for legal separation. Even you've been separated from him for 1 year, you need to file for legal separation. You need to find yourself a lawyer first, so you can be given the best legal advice that you can have. Find yourself a lawyer and start working on it. This man, you should not be entertaining him like Drew says.
But I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'll tell you if you don't do anything, that's what'll happen. Eventually you'll pay the mortgage off, or you'll want to move, you'll want to sell it, and whatever equity there is there, he's going to get half of it.
You can't allow that to happen.
Because he can't transfer that house without his signature as well.
Exactly. So you're still tied to him.
So if you have no intentions of having him back in your life, you need to separate that stuff. And like Rhonda said, do it through a lawyer. They got a little soccer game going on over here.
Okay, this one says, please help. It says the GOB minister come and investigate carelessness conduct at the Western Regional Hospital, where numerous patients complain about nurse, and he says the person's name, who just won't give the patient medicine to time, won't stop to help change the helpless, won't care about the patients with high fever. Very stubborn and ridiculous. Well, that is, I don't know anything about it, but what I will say is that you can, you have to call the Ministry of Health and you have to report it, and I'm sure that they're a responsible body and they will investigate it. But you have to have facts, you can't just be hearsay. So compile your evidence and present it, and that should take care of that for you. All right.
Or go to their supervisor and let them know about it.
Yeah.
Or them, well, they have a president or manager of the hotel.
There's somebody that runs the hotel.
Administrative director.
It's not a hotel, it's a hospital.
Or the hospital, I'm sorry.
Where's your head? Good morning. Morning, sis. My daughter lived with her husband 10 years now, and he told her to get out of the house because she is a sweet, loving, loyal person to him. What should she do? Because he says that he wants to bring another woman to live with this, and he wants to live with this other girl.
Say they're married?
Huh?
You say they're married?
Yes.
Contact your lawyer right now. And I don't know exactly what the situation is. If you can, you get him out. Order him out of the house.
Don't leave your home. When you leave your home, you give up a lot of the right. Stay in your home, find a lawyer, and let him know who's serious. A lot of time people take your timid, loving ways for softness. oh, if she's soft, I could push her over. You might soft and loving, but you're not stupid.
Go see a lawyer.
Find a lawyer. All right? And get yourself in order. Oh gosh, this one says, I have this guy that I am seeing for over a year, and he still doesn't want to be in a committed relationship. We do act like a couple. I think she said that already. She said that already. All right. I am with a married man for over 10 years. The man said that one of these days he will come and live with me because he's getting tired of quarreling every day when he goes home to his wife. Do you think I should believe him?
No. Gosh. He will never leave.
If he never left in 10 years, you think he'll leave now?
If that's what you're counting on, your best bet is to say, tell him how you feel about him and you can't do this, and when he's left his wife, then he can come in. Or better yet, when he's divorced from his wife. Until then, cut it off. Otherwise, there's no reason for him to leave his wife.
10 years is a long time. If he was going to leave his wife,
he would be gone.
He would have left his wife in the first 6 months or a year of you seeing him.
For sure.
He never left and then, he no one left and now. He's gotten comfortable. You have made him comfortable.
That's a reality check. If he hasn't left now, he's not going to.
Yeah. How you make this man string you on so long? Ladies, no mess with nobody husband. Because if you notice with what a cheating husband or wife do is that they've shown you their trait. They're a cheating husband or a cheating wife. So what will happen is that if they leave their husband or their wife, whenever, they will put you in the wife position and then they'll find somebody to replace you. Because that is the nature of them.
There you go.
So if you want to switch role, that's on you. You might get to switch the role, you might not get to switch the role, but you will never be number one because he's showing you his character. Good morning. What do you think about this situation? My ex-boyfriend married my worst enemy. He knows that she's my enemy and happily married now. Why he didn't choose someone else? It's none of your business.
It's done.
Both of them are your...
You know, maybe that's why he went with her, because he wanted somebody opposite of you.
It no matter, he's your ex-boyfriend and she's your enemy.
That's true.
I mean, really, how would that affect you?
He wanted somebody opposite of her. You think he, and it would be really, really ridiculous for you to think he did that just to get at you.
If I had an ex-boyfriend that married somebody that I didn't like, I'd wish both of them good luck because in my mind, they'd be living hell.
It's
none of your business. Please stay to the man business. One matters winding down though.
All right. I'm going to watch the soccer game.
You had a good time?
I did.
Guys, until next time, we encourage you to take care of yourselves and each other. This is Rhonda Crichton along with
Drew.
Say goodbye.
Bye.